You ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an exaltist attack.
You can't say that!
Hey, are you threatening me?
People are weird. I don't have an intro, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in ZZZ. I just sold it. Wait, can I talk to you guys? I can. Oh. The cabin was surrounded by enemies. I was really worried about you, but I fucking love Trigger. It almost didn't make it in time. Don't you worry about me. Protecting you, Proxy, is a top priority. I mean, protecting citizens like you, Proxy. Orphie might seem a little hesitant at times, but she's actually a skilled and brave soldier. Yeah, she was a kind of badass in that cutscene. Captain Magus comes off as harsh and short-tempered, but she's the kind of person who would risk everything for her squad and new hairdo, or rather, she already has. Alright, and then the two absolutely batshit insane people. As for Seed and Trigger shutting down the Exalted's equipment, the captain and I wouldn't have been... Wait, no, if it wasn't for Seed and Trigger shutting down the Exalted's equipment, the captain and I would have been in for one hell of a fight. Oh, fuck. I mean, that was a big help, but Trigger and Seed Senior were just as important. The Exalted systems were pretty basic. It just took a little tinkering to shut them down. Your ability to handle machines so effortlessly is amazing, Seed. I wonder if I could learn to do so with enough practice. It's talent. Pure talent. I can always sense it. You've got a similar gift, right, Proxy? Can she see ethereal energy because she was like a kid in a hollow? Your feet, Scooter Demon. All right. Now that the kiddies are out of the way. Ma'am.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Obel's squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltist lunatics didn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy.
Might be the
Though
point.
credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
The proxy was amazing too, just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said, and just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh? Orphie, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Uh-oh.
Help!
Help!
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltist scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltist base.
Damn.
I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Dude, this is another thing that bugs me up with ZZZ. Sacrifices have been so downgraded, right? So way back in Chapter 2 of the game, you are with Belobog Heavy Industries going through that whole plot with Kaleda and her dad. And the sacrifice that you find buried under the monument, that thing is insane. It looks like a person, it moves like some creepy horror movie, and it literally assimilates machines to turn into a super monster. Like, they really buried the lead for sacrifices to be this awesome, amazing thing. And now they're just like these really bullshit minor mobs that don't really have any cool powers. And it's like, oh. Okay.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the Hollow.
Oh, but DonnyVick, it's to simulate that, you know, such a cool creature becoming a normal enemy means you're growing stronger, progressing through the No. I hate that excuse for development. Anime and manga and all that, and stories do this shit too, where like early in the show you meet a character and they're like, he's strong, and all he does is like really basic shit, and then later on in the show you see that guy actually fight, but he uses like the updated like graphics and terminologies that you've met throughout the story, and it's like, okay, where was that? And it's just like, oh, the author just didn't want to fucking put it in there yet. Like, it's not cool storytelling, it's laziness. It's laziness and or not wanting to reveal something yet, but it doesn't make any sense for the characters in the story to do that, you know? I don't know. Garp does this in One Piece. Like, he goes so ham currently in the show, but then he didn't do any of this for anybody else. Sorry, it's nitpick.
You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists.
Isolde
By
gets
the
it.
way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
Isolde, working with you and Obel Squad has been a fantastic time. I have to get a Captain Magus said.
I'll have to think about that. I do remember Captain Magus saying that PHAETHON is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military grade high energy lasers.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing PHAETHON doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all
That's
because I wasn't
amazing.
decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
Because she's connected to me, and that means you have to punish me too.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me, and her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
That's so funny. I fucking love Wise.
All right. Without the proxy support.
So good.
our
Great
operation
dialogue
wouldn't
from the
run
protags in
smoothly.
this. Great dialogue.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
Yeah.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
Probably, here we go. Give me this reason, Wise. Look at my temper. What's so dishonorable about it? Yeah.
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
Look at him. He's so angry. Fucking stand up for where you are. Fuck yeah.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
Wow. She's throwing out some crazy assumptions. That kind of proxy.
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
Preach it.
You...
Oh yeah, you're allowed to say shit, but he can't.
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
I fucking love you. You're great. You're great.
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids.
Oh, come on.
Looks like we're all in the same class now.
I am a functioning adult, I'll have you know.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you.
Uh-oh.
Would you mind coming with me later?
No, I wouldn't mind at all. This isn't the interrogate the proxy part, right?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Thank God. Oh boy, Orphie, anything to say? No. Major General's a Jugatudanagunt. A Jugatudanagunt, sir. The Major General's guest has arrived. Please follow me, you two. The Major General's tent is just beyond this tunnel. You follow the Ajugadagagagagada lead and head with Isolde into the Major General's tent on the other side of the tunnel.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Alright, what's this fucker look like?
Colonel Isolde.
Not
I
evil
heard
at
that,
all.
Obel Squad has
Sarcasm.
already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Waifei Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly.
This is music.
This is a big
Dude's
opportunity.
absolutely evil, right?
I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
He's a major general, so...
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
So, like, this looks like Waz if he actually grew up in the underworld. Just like a little evil and, like, older.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Wise.
Wise, you're back.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Wise.
Ambassador Wise! Damn!
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple. Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower.
Yeah.
Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, and infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Just everyone knows. Everyone knows. It's just not a secret anymore.
Wise was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. He's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy.
Oh, is Xuan the High Preceptor, but then there's like a Grand Shifu? I don't know. I'm not familiar with the ranks.
And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Uh-oh.
Sir, Wise is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance, so I'm afraid I can't escort Wise to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now.
Wise isn't a person who cares for the finer things in life. He likes the little things, so I don't think he cares about your refined venues very much, sir.
Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Wise's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
Excuse me?
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Yeah.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunque Summit might not be too happy about that.
You seem very acquainted with our High Preceptor. I don't know if you want to do this, buddy.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive.
Good thing for a military man to say.
I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Mr. Ambassador.
Mr. Ambassador. Really sorry, Wise. You came here to help, and this is how you're treated. Life in the military comes with its fair share of rules and restrictions. Major General Lenz was a decorated officer during the fall of the old capital 11 years ago and was promoted to general after its fall. Over the years, he's been known for his rather overbearing conduct. He's totally not evil, right? Right? Sarcasm. I'd be dishonest to say I like his style, but working under him has definitely given me a lot of opportunities and access, allowing me to investigate the truth behind the fall of the old capital. The truth behind it? To be exact, the cause behind my squad's failure back then. Magus has always been concerned about it. I'm getting off track, but the point is, you can count on us. Whether it's Obel Squad or any other Obsidian Division soldier, we'll give everything to protect you. Boy, after briefing you on the military operation, Isolde takes her leave. Talk about rude. Are all the Defense Force generals this unpleasant? restrictions on going out and contacting the outside world. I might as well be a prisoner. But if we're just going back to rest at Suibon Temple, we shouldn't be stopped, right? Last night's ashes. Fuck yeah. The proxy's been captured. Seem to be in a pretty good mood. Don't make fun of your comrades. These ladies are crazy. Also, it's not really a big issue. Wise is like a professional fucking proxy. Like, I'm playing for the next mission. The initial recon is complete. Next up is... Okay, we're just getting out of here. Salutes! Who are you? Just taking in the sights? I mean, it is a pretty good view besides the giant ball of death demons. Oh, we're absolutely not going to be allowed to leave. Sorry, orders from above. You're not allowed to leave. Threaten in a harsh, intimidating tone. Argue with Wise. He probably has a gun. Let's not argue. I don't know who you are, but there's no argument to be had. Orders are orders. The argument draws the attention of several nearby soldiers. You okay, Wise? Oh, the lady's rolling up. You have a double mole on the back of your shoulder. That's interesting. I'm supposed to show some respect. Mighty Mr. Wise got taken down a notch. Just following orders. I can't blame him. Where are the soldiers coming from? I hope you understand. Crimson Gloom. What? Withdraw with head held high. Make a break for it! Poor guy. He's like, look, man, I'm just doing my job. I mean, but to be fair, Wise could probably hack his way into like an outer comm, right?
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
Interrogation? Bro barely spoke to me. Also, like, what the fuck? Wise is gonna walk up to Isolde like, so am I not allowed to like go sleep in my own fucking bed? Like, what?
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
Me flashing back through all the times Wise has been through crazy shit in a hollow. I'm a pro.
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned how to avoid torture, right?
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Isolde explains the Major General's orders to everyone.
Temporarily
Major.
restricting the proxy's movements and communications. What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious PHAETHON locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just so...
Yeah, Trigger's not for that.
It's terrible.
Trigger, were you about to say it's good?
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy PHAETHON would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy PHAETHON was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy PHAETHON will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
Everybody knows.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
I sensed it through my tail.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
Free!
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
No point fighting it, so you allow a soldier to fasten the tracker, more like an electronic shackle to your ankle. Oh god, this is just real life ankle bracelets. Oh shit. Thanks to Defense Force signal jamming, the only wireless frequencies still functioning in Wi-Fi Peninsula are military ones. For now, at least, say farewell to the friends anxiously awaiting your replies on Knock Knock. Oh no, what will I do if I can't go on dates with my Hoya women?
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't.
You're such a fucking tsundere. Probably wasn't your intention.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
We cannot let literally any of the main cast of playable character groups in this game know that this happened. We can't let Section 6 know about it. We can't let the Cunning Hares know about it. We can't let Victoria Housekeeping know about it. Bellabog Industries will probably not do anything, but that would be pretty funny. We can't let Spook Shack know about it. They'll probably try and bust us out. Like, literally, there is no faction in the game that should be let known that this happened to Wise. Last thing we need is Xuan coming in here like, hi, I'm going to kill all of you.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy.
Because, like, you know for a fucking fact, if Miyabi was somewhere hanging out and they said the proxy is captured, she would come flying over here at like 200 kilometers an hour to bust him out. She's literally told people from like the top of tops, go fuck yourself, I'm going in. I don't think she'll care about some dude from the Defense Force.
Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
Oh, this is funny. With the comms and our movement restricted, things are definitely tricky. Luckily, I can still reach out to Bell and ferry through the HDD without the Defense Force noticing. Oh, of course. Alright, as I'm thinking about this, Mobile's regular equipment maintenance, come join us. Is that okay? Do you agree, Captain Magus? Making sure tech folks have reliable gear is crucial, so if you want to drop by Proxy, go right ahead. I can fix anything even if I did. Really? I mean, I couldn't detect any gear on the Proxy, but I can't shake this strange feeling. Can she see the Truth Seeker lens? Proxy has some sort of device that feels oddly familiar. Who are you? Our Proxy C can be a bit hard to follow at times, but when it comes to tech, you can always count on her. Routine maintenance check, come on, Proxy, stop being so wishy-washy. You know, and I don't think they've ever really established whether the Truth Seeker lens is like an implant. Or no, I think they've said it's an implant, but I don't know if that means Wise is a cyborg or if there's something he can like take on and off. Could you imagine someone says remove his Truth Seeker lens and they just rip Wise's eyes out and you have to play the game in like pitch black? Insanely immersive gameplay. Doesn't make for very engaging gameplay, but very immersive gameplay for sure. All right, Mobile Squad, we're running out. What is all here? All right, time to start today's routine maintenance. Inspector on duty, squad member Seed. First up for inspection, Mercury. Inanu, Aina. Let me take a look and see if little Colby's got anything wrong with it. Aina. I always get nervous when Seed does my checkup. Oh my god. Hold on. I have a double mole somewhere. Where the fuck do I have that at? I got a couple of them actually. Aye. Except trigger sniper rifle that has a fucking cleaver bayonetta that I just noticed. I only need one look to tell your weapon is in flawless shape, just like always. Sniper's weapon is their soul on the battlefield, after all. Boring. Now it's Orphie and Captain Magus' turn. Let's get this straight. You're not laying a finger on me. Calm down, Captain. Quit swinging around my tail. Your exoskeleton's in good shape overall, Orphie, but your tail shows way more wear, no doubt due to Captain's reckless fighting style. The Captain gives it her all in combat. I'll try to stay in sync with Orphie's movements. That's for Captain Magus. Captain Magus, you're using that nitro fuel oil again, aren't you? Seed can't stand that smell pouring out of your gun barrel. Whoa. Are you seriously attacking your Captain's dental hygiene? That's hilarious. Finally, it's your turn, Proxy. Where should I start? Seed stares straight into the Proxy's eyes. Impossible as it seems, it almost feels like she could see right through to the HDD. But that can't be possible, right? Change the subject. Your eyes are crystal clear, Proxy. All systems good. Inspection complete. We're just looking for an excuse to stare into the proxy's eyes. Now that everything's finished, their equipment checks, you're dismissed. Get some rest and make sure your gear's serviced at the armory. Hey, Proxy, don't forget to look after your eyes, too. How does she know? You confirm that the military really is restricting your freedom of movement with Obel Squad. You then return to the tent to rest. The tent offers some cover from the soldiers' gazes, and reestablishing the connection with the HDD brings a small sense of relief. Barry?
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
It's so good to hear Fairy again.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you?
So wait, his implants are like a whole ass, like, computer?
When will you finally understand that as his sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Dude, just like kids.
All right, you two, enough arguing. I'm just a pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming
Thank Arna
is
for
barely
that
an
one.
inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
Really? Okay, from my eyes right away.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the hollow. I need you to run some calculations.
See, they would only very sparingly mention the eyeball thing in the early story, which was crazy because it was one of the first scenes you ever saw of Wise and Bella when they sat down and looked at the camera and their eyes turned blue. And then they did it again at the end of 1.4? 1.5? 1.4. And they barely mention it ever. And then I've heard that they've actually gone back in the story and like rewritten a lot of the dialogue to have that make more sense. I would be interested in starting a new ZZZ account just to see how that's changed.
Whether or not the military's info checks out.
Not that I have that kind of
nothing is
time.
more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
When are we going to see the other AI? That's what I'm so interested of, because we got Fairy, but we still need to see like Jin, Yokai, and I forget what the fourth one was.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Wise, just like always.
As always.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Obel Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Wise.
Also, Belle, tell Xuan not to kill everybody. Commotion rises from the outpost beyond the tent. It's Orphie and Seed's voices. Let's go check out what's happening. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? Oh, that Bang Boo is dead as hell. He is dead. What the fuck? I thought this was Jane Doe from the back for a second. Holy shit. This little one you brought back from the hollow? Oh, he's tweaking. Damn. Yes, Captain. The Bang Boo's squad seems to have been attacked. I received the Bang Boo's distress signal and rushed over. What about the soldiers in that squad? They were all lying there covered in blood. I mean, the not breathing kind of lying there. Oh, shit. Fair respects. This Bang Boo's probably recorded what happened when they ran into the enemy, but it's badly damaged. Do we have any technicians at base? I'm a technician. Proxy, you know how to fix a Bang Boo? Please help this little guy. Leave it to you, Proxy. Oh no, not this shit. Ether tuning engaged. Ether tuning complete. Video footage is restored and images from inside the hollow stream out through the Bang Boo's data port. We're gonna see something that makes Wise wanna...
At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed.
Are those ethereals with guns?
Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma! Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer. And they're armed! We're under attack!
Filtering out from the distance. We're under attack!
Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. More at 5 o'clock. Oh, Exaltus troops in disguise?
Gunfire echoes all around.
No. They emerged from the miasma. not alive. What the Are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal or monster, just take them too. Reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostiles closing in on the ride. We need backup.
Oh, the deafening gunfire grows louder, gradually drowning out all the voices. Gunfire and voices gradually fade away and everything returns to silence. White noise grows louder, skipping ahead. We're gonna see something crazy that makes Wise not want to stay here, right?
It's just as the Overseer said. Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator.
Well, it's just like what they did with Xuan's sister.
Don't let joy blind you.
Who's this lovely lady in the hood?
Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Domain?
My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp.
Researcher?
The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator.
Ooh. Footage ends abruptly here. The Bangby recording data seemingly couldn't hold on any longer. Soldiers crawling out of the miasma. They looked like the dead brought back to life. The dead, but they're dressed in military gear from the old capital. Stuff from 11 years back. If they truly are the dead returned, how could they be ghosts of those old soldiers if they're shooting at their own squad mates? They are not undead. Still, the fact that these creatures can... Wait. Still, the fact that these creatures take on the form of former Defense Force soldiers means their creator. The enemy's knowledge of the Defense Force might be beyond our imagination. Besides, yesterday's recon mission went perfectly. We didn't let any cultists escape, so there's no way the Exalta should be aware of our progress. We need to report this to Isolde. Let's go, Proxy. Isolde, we need help. Shit's bad, ma'am. She looks like she's not very happy either. Together with Hobo Squad, you brief Isolde on what you saw in the footage.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
Someone ignore the colonel's orders.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the colonel's approval is...
Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Ma'am, your demanding superior that you are shit-talking is connected to your backside. What are you doing?
Orphie, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
Danger!
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
Yeah, that dude doesn't sound like the type.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics.
I was gonna say, that's...
At least according to a Yunque Summit scroll.
So that's a Yunque quote,
Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus.
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive.
Oh shit, we're just going.
Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Oh boy. Won't let you down.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy, and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please don't betray the trust that people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well
She's gonna go
aware.
absolutely insane. Magus is gonna like just start
What the
killing
captain
dudes in the
means
fucking
is,
hollow.
Obel never fails a mission.
Shit, okay. And we're all lined up. Eyes in his harem. This operation has two main objectives. First, to gather intel on the miasma soldiers. Second, to eliminate key Exultus bases. Get ready and move out in a surprise attack. Every second counts. Mobile squad, move out! Oh, holy. Teleport. Orphie is like, she's so sweet, and then you have Magus on the back.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exultists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exultist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exultist's main base.
Dun dun.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exultists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
I can't not see this, but like, this is just the God Eater bracelet. Like, I'm gonna find an image to put on screen, but like, Orphie's just straight up a God Eater character.
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far.
So, are we like trying to suggest that Isolde could be a rat?
I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
There's like 3 different signals that this patch has been giving me so far, and that's that either Magus is going to go crazy and be a bad guy, Isolde is going to backstab somebody, or that general dude is the bad guy.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
I just noticed that this little thing is a little tie. That's amazing.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Obel Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
There.
I understand. So please believe me. When I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
Which means we might have to go against some intel. Again, flaming canisters. Why would... Oh.
The Defense Force people are here.
Damien?
Yeah. Who goes there?
The Damien? That's Damien's voice actor.
Thugs blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return.
Get messed up.
Recalibrating.
Can't see.
Not over yet.
Adjusting for wind.
Crossfire!
Oh my god. Too many things. Too much shiny. Whatever you want. Cryptic documents detected on this device, accessing, answering the Overseer's call. Wrongfully killed soldiers rise from the underworld, cloaked in flames of vengeance. As for why the Defense Force soldiers were fighting for us, the Overseer was rather vague. Perhaps they too were blessed with witnessing the Creator's true form in the underworld. Just like fucking Bringer. The files stored in this device are incomplete. The remaining intelligence needs to be obtained elsewhere. Wrongfully killed soldiers, but those who emerged from the miasma were wearing 11-year-old uniforms, and they died protecting New Eridu. These Exultus scum, how dare they desecrate the honor of fallen soldiers. Unforgivable! The approaching footsteps have everyone on guard, but then what they see is the sight of Allied uniforms.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel Squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
Uh-oh.
So, These idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltus to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
You can't, dude. They have guns. Why would you say idiots?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
We just got told Obel never fails.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right. And we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltist's attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flanks so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltist's main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important?
Do you really think you won't get shot?
I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Washed-up old dog's about to kill you.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Orphie. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
You can't say that!
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist's base been completely cleared?
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
So no.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. They can't even handle something this simple properly.
Yeah, we gotta go do it.
Soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Obel, gear up and get ready.
They collected something.
Yes, Captain Magus.
It'll be A-okay.
Your voice is so fun, but you are just the sadistic evil murderer on the inside.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
Oh shit.
These second-rate troops sure are surprisingly good at messing things up. Who would ever call this an ambush?
Exaltus symbol on a computer? Oh god. I love the idea of them hiring like a graphic designer. Could you just please put this symbol on our computer monitors, please? I need this JPEG ready before tomorrow. We may be working with Porcelumix, but they aren't exactly saints. They'd sacrifice everything for profit. Soldiers didn't die protecting the city. The truth is, file ends here without warning. There's a record of the hardware being moved, but the missing data cannot be retrieved. Damn it! Of all places, the data had to be missing at the most crucial part. Soldiers didn't die protecting the city. Just what have these Exaltists learned? It's nothing but a distraction. They planned on purpose to mislead us. Still, it's clear the Exaltus remnants were spooked by the Major General's unit acting so recklessly. That's why they moved the key data early. Guess we have no choice but to press on. Oh, Jesus. These people are weird.
Elite targets have appeared.
Elite targets?
Elite targets. Just the kind of fight Obel Squad's been waiting for.
Annihilating all hostiles within visual range. Unleashing maximum firepower!
Maximum firepower!
I'll take point. Ether vision activate. Target locked.
Slash attack!
Fire support ready.
Slash attack!
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
Oh, it's Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
The fuck is happening in here? Hello? Orphie? Goddamn. Chill.
Major General Lorenz.
Yeah.
You're here in the Hollow. In person?
Him and Lucro are in here in person?
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said. You're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
It's the head of Porcelumix. I know this boss.
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the reception banquet for the Porcelumix safety inspection.
A reception banquet? For a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Ah, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This gentleman is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
Man, immediately shut down. Damn. Kind.
I'm just doing my duty. Please. The title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
What?
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Scrub the troops and Lucro withdraw the strong. Huh?
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to.
Lucro wasn't that bad.
Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak
Yeah,
disrespectfully about a commanding
Major
officer.
General, that dude's a dick. Lucro, that wasn't that bad.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphie. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
This place is not only a key Exalted stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities.
Yeah, they were looking for something.
Porcelumex's other executive had previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well.
So they might just be investigating.
Now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the defense force.
Yep.
It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Well...
Yes. Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphie is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Good and bad. You are insane, Seed. I don't know where I stand on the fence with you. You are either an insane lunatic that I want as far away from me as possible, or you're hilarious. I'm going to add you to my Paimon quotes folder.
Goodness, Orphie. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obel's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Ah!
Yes, Captain Magus.
Kill them all! Oh my god, again? Oh, the whiplash. Oh, holy god. Jesus. Great Overseer, the Defense Force took the bait just as planned, and they're feeling pretty proud of themselves. Perfect, they've wasted enough time on meaningless distractions, and that foolish general thinks he's already claimed enough victories. Also, the voice of Makarov is also Isolde, if anybody didn't know that. They won't be throwing major forces at us anymore, though the price was. The price was nothing more than a few necessary sacrifices. They died for their faith, Overseer. Besides, the troops you brought back from the underworld were a huge help. Soldiers fighting soldiers, it's cruel, really. Still, if it's for the right cause, then even you and I must be willing to give our lives. Absolutely, if that greater purpose is an audience with the Creator. I know you have other intentions, but you'll still open the path to the Creator, won't you, Great Overseer? I've wandered in confusion along this path more than once, but the whispers I heard were true, without a doubt. Once I've achieved my goal, I'll open the path to the Creator for you. Which means your sacrifice and mine are justified. But PHAETHON is with the Defense Force right now, and that one's a real handful. Not the type to let things go easily, and that elite squad of theirs has been a serious thorn in our side. I've noticed that youngster may be an unexpected variable, and I've already set the course for how their tale unfolds. Don't back them into a corner unless you have to. Your arrangement is reasonable. May the Creator refine us. Dude, the cerebellum segues are wild. Cheers and laughter echo from the military camp, which has been so quiet the past few days. Are we partying? I think we're partying. Let's finish so lively. What's going on? Let's around and see what the soldiers know. I'm Soldier 11. Hello. Arrogant soldier. Oh, new face, not uniform either. You must be that outside help for the, what was it? Apostle Squad? Thanks for the brilliant leadership of the Apostle Squad? That's not good sounding. Thanks to the brilliant leadership of the Major General and his Ajugada, we've secured an easy victory. Sure, you didn't land the big win, but you still played a part. Hey, what's with that look? We're celebrating our victory here. Don't be such a buzzkill, okay? Oh, shit. And then Lucro is just chilling? His fancy uniform? Welcome back, envoy. I've been waiting here just to make sure you return safely. They really landed on thick, huh? Such modesty. Still, if you're acting on behalf of the mayor and the Defense Force matters, I'm sure your words hold real authority within the city administration. We owe it to the Major General's forces that we were able to reclaim a significant catch of porcelain without incident. Assets Ferox had handed over to the Exaltus, which are in fact Porcelumix's property. It's quite the haul. Major General and I go way back. He may not be the most charming guy, but he's someone you can count on. I know I'm just a shrewd, profit-minded trader, and I also know there's been some bad blood between you and the Major General, but that doesn't stop me from seeing the potential for us to work together in the future. Someone like you always brings value to the table, so naturally, I'm pleased you made it back in one piece. The Obscura. It's true that certain individuals, including Mr. Ferox and his team, engaged in unlawful activities of the Exaltus. Shameful and pathetic, Mr. Ferox is now in custody. With Major General's support, we've tracked down his subordinates who escaped into the Hollow. Porcelumix is clean of any further criminal association. Regarding the so-called Obscura devices, while they were created through Ferox's dealings with the Exaltus, I'm not clear on their scientific worth. Still, they're made of costly porcelain, so they belong to the company. We'll recover each of the Obscura once the Defense Force finishes assessing their risk. Their risk? Yes, Colonel Isolde stated in the reports that the Obscura could pose an extreme risk. Wait. Yes. Colonel Isolde stated in the report that the Obscura could pose an extreme risk, even going so far as to order an evacuation of Wi-Fi Peninsula for public safety. It's gotten too dangerous. Looks like it's time for me to leave Wi-Fi Peninsula. Take care of yourself. Oh, shit. What the fuck? This place is getting crazy. These guys sure know how to take it easy. They're already planning the victory party right after winning. What's Fitzroy's next move? Next move? There isn't one. The Major General believes the key members of the Exaltus have been wiped out and their base cleared. As far as he's concerned, we've already won. I never thought victory would come so easily. The Obscura in the city. We faced the Exaltus more times than anyone, Proxy. Your insight is valuable. But even so, the Obsidian Division can't keep pouring resources into chasing down a minor outlaw group. Minor outlaw group? As for the Obscura, Colonel Isolde is taking our intel and the risk posed by the sacrifices very seriously. She's already preparing to evacuate the citizens of Wi-Fi Peninsula. We'll stay on guard here to protect the civilians until everyone's been evacuated and all Obscura in the city have been cleared. All Obscura in the city have been cleared. It's thanks to Isolde's leadership that we were able to locate so many Obscura across the city before the operation began too. I don't know about the risk of Obscura all along. Since everyone's taking a break, why don't you relax a little too, Proxy? Heading back to camp with the captain. Want to join us for a bit, Proxy? Oh, I guess we kind of have to. Despite your doubts, with cheers ringing out through the night all around you, you find yourself taking a brief rest by the firelight with the two soldiers. As Obel Squad settles in at their quarters, the troops are already preparing to celebrate.
Everyone! The Exaltus,
oh, what a shot.
The threat that plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula have been wiped out under our thunderous assault.
Ah! What is this, like, date table with Orphie moment right here?
Once again, We've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers. Cheer for victory.
For victory.
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz!
And let's hear a cheer for DonnyVick. No? Moving on with the plot? Okay.
I hate to be that guy, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot,
crowd.
huh?
Seed, where are you?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
I never understand the damn Exaltists in the Hollow. Like, what the hell is their ether resistance? They're just living in there somehow.
As far as I know, the key Exaltist leaders are still at large. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will remain a threat until they're eliminated.
And
even
what a
though
quote
Mevorok
was
severely injured by Yishuan Shifu, and the
Shifu?
Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Now paint it on thicker.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquai Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader,
I don't like the
shouldn't she
picture
be
that
here to
paints.
celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Oh god, is she like in there talking to Exaltus?
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
Well, it's true, she didn't like the reception.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've
I don't like
dealt
the
a
picture
heavy
it paints,
blow
though.
to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
But proxies can.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure
Otacon.
Seed Senior would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
Oh, woe is me. Looking into the HD.
I understand. Obol Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
But as PHAETHON, I have no right to stop moving forward. Oh god, dude popping in. Excuse me, Mr. Special Envoy, easygoing guard on duty. The Colonel asked me to pass on a message. Some bigwig from Tops is here to see. Huh? Ask me about the specifics, you'll just have to go see for yourself. Excuse me? Bro, we're at an hour. I can't just be doing this. What? Damien? I was going to end the episode out of hilarity, but I really want to know. Hold up. Meet with Damien after dark and fill him in on what Lucro's doing.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltist stock of Porcelume, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another.
So are we like slowly gonna tear apart Porcelumex until Damien's the boss? Is that what's happening in 2.0?
I have no place in Tops any longer. And the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
What? You're in a pretty risky position as well.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly.
I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive.
You're literally a billionaire. Don't act like it's been tough.
Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunque's summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out.
Hilarious coming from what you said to Alice.
A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Well,
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunque's summit for assistance either. But if it's to keep you safe...
It's all right. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Miss Savior? Just as Damien... What was that sound? Just as Damien finishes speaking, a small figure suddenly springs out from behind him. Hello?
Oh, yeah. I'm the savior he was talking about.
What? In the furry?
It's funny. Most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Who the fuck are you? You were in the 2.0 stuff. Way back in the day.
Allow me to
Way back
introduce
as if
you.
a couple months is a long time ago.
This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
There's Krampus again.
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's the group that all the new, like, drip marketing that I've been forced to witness on YouTube has been from.
That's all right. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it
Round
doesn't matter
table?
if the company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance.
Such a goofy little design.
The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
Oh no. Isn't this what kept TOPS standing all this time?
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster.
So they're like the keepers of order.
Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
Yeah, I get it.
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Just trying to be your savior.
Although he's not really a friend, I do have some understanding of the way Damien does things. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who would never cross the line.
Threatens Alice's family.
Huh.
But it ended good,
You've
so that's
got
okay.
Sharp and beautiful eyes.
More eye
I
comments.
hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus.
Well, I would love to pull for your crazy robot fireman later, so hopefully we're okay there.
And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Mr. Wise.
Know my name. Okay. Miss Zhao, the Krampus member, turns and walks off with Damien in tow. She may have been small in stature, but her commanding presence nearly overshadowed the disheveled Damien beside her. So she's a badass. Okay. It's getting late. Let's head back to the tent and get some rest. I think who is it? It's the banner right now. Yeah, I think her. Dial in. That's a terrible fucking joke. Her, the guy on the next banner who's getting shafted for his banner time, apparently. And that little girl, and I think there's one more, is members of Krampus. Why Krampus? Why the name Krampus? I can't. Whenever I hear the word Krampus, I either think of Christmas or a bowel movement. Anyways, that's where we're going to end the episode. Adios, have fun all.